and you can pull all that in and use it to govern
the person that's not motivated, that can't get off the couch.
Oh shit, I'm on the couch right now. I'm motivated though. Motivated because tomorrow my son is doing his second game as the mascot for his high school football team. 2 weeks ago was his first time, and he was shy. So tomorrow, I'm going to basically show him how to be a mascot. And the mascot is a falcon, and it's green. So I'm sewing these sleeves. They're dark green. Sewing them on. And then I have these green straps in there. And I'm gonna attach maybe like 5 on each arm. Probably gonna take me a while. I might be up late tonight. Let me see what's on the news. I'm late, Londos? What are you gonna do about it? Set this camera stand up. Jim Londos Memorial Camera Stand. Ow. Motherfucker! Better, and I can make it even higher. Just give me a second. Is this the worst stream on YouTube? So unprofessional. Very bad. Alright. Okay. Camera stand down. Can I zoom? Here we go. All right. X that. Let me just turn that off.
Cristiano Ronaldo, Manchester United forward blames heat of the moment as he's dropped. He walks out. He says the heat of the moment got to him in the incident that led to Manchester United dropping him for Saturday's game at Chelsea. I've always tried to set the example myself for the youngsters that grew and all the teams that I've represented. That's not always possible. What did he do? Several media outlets are reporting he refused to come on as a late sub. He left the bench and walked down the tunnel in the 89th minute, even though they had extra subs. He briefly went into the dressing room before leaving. He had also showed his displeasure at being subbed. So he's a prima donna. Alright. I don't really give a fuck about soccer. No offense. Ric Flair, undecided on wrestling again. Oh man, this is right up your alley, Londos. Hold on, I'm gonna get a drink of water. Alright, here it comes. Here I come. Never say never. Let me pull up YouTube so I can read the chat. The phone's not really close enough for me to read. But pause this. He's 230 pounds and broke. Definitely looking old. What's going on with his head there? Are those scars from cutting himself the hard way?
I wanted to ask you, Joe Rogan had Rick Rubin on his podcast, and he called your signature figure for leg lock dumb.
Yeah, I know, I saw that, I heard that.
Yeah, what do you say to that?
I say, well, I learned it from somebody else who was tougher than me and Joe Rogan.
Uh-huh.
So you can talk to Jack Briscoe, who's dead in heaven.
Uh-huh.
Or Buddy Rogers.
You think it's a good move?
Oh, it's legitimate. It's a very legitimate move. You
Yeah.
can get it on somebody.
Right. Why do you think he feels that way?
I don't know.
Yeah. So many people have done it since you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the pretenders.
Yeah.
Since me.
You think he just doesn't know what he's talking about?
No, I respect Joe Rogan. He's always been respectful of me.
Yeah.
I don't know what, I don't know. You know what it is?
Yeah.
It's a good time in life to be a topic of conversation in everybody's world every day.
That's true.
About that.
Can I ask what about that move? Why did it become your signature move? Why did you do it for so long? What makes it a great move?
I patterned myself after a guy named Buddy Rogers.
Uh-huh.
I was a copycat.
Okay.
But I, like my friend Harley Race would say, Flair took Rogers to another.
Yeah.
Ric Flair drip go woo on a bitch. How about that?
How about that?
Now I'm selling cannabis.
Are you?
And hanging with Darren Prince.
You are. You're selling
Biggest time
cannabis.
manager. What?
What kind of cannabis are you selling?
Ric Flair drip. Aren't you paying attention?
Yes.
Tyson 2.0.
What makes your weed Tyson 2.0? Why is it better than Tyson?
It's not better.
Oh, it's not
No,
better.
we're partners.
Oh, you're partners.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was actually lucky enough to come in under Mike.
And why did you choose to work with him?
He elected to work with me. I'm the lucky one.
I guess.
Yeah, I win.
I guess.
So Chad Bronstein, we both knew mutually. Which lives in Chicago but has a place in Tampa. We met because we both lived next to each other, and he said, "What do you think about this?" And I said, "Hell yeah!"
Hell yeah.
And it's been raining money ever since.
I love it. A lot of people want to know, where are you at retirement? You're retiring? You're not retiring?
No, I'm retired. Retired from wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Officially.
Yeah.
Will you ever do like a celebrity match or kind of a fun match?
I'm thinking about wrestling Sasha Banks.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
Can't tell you.
Okay.
Maybe we'll go up against WrestleMania.
Yeah. Are you thinking about that? Is that serious? No? Are you officially retired from wrestling? It's over?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to say. I don't want to. I've already promised it once. Right now, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
But never say never, right?
Yeah. Is it possible for Sasha? Oh.
Yeah, we can. Hell yeah.
God bless, man. What a guy. I'm a fan. Fuck this thing. Sasha Banks, man. I want to wrestle her too. I want to wrestle the fuck out of Sasha Banks. She a twin? Damn. They're actually twins? Mercedes Varnado. And she's cousins with Snoop Dogg, huh? Let me see. Tanya Banks, aka Vivian Varnado. Wow. Take a look at this one. That's Sasha Banks. Is it? Oh, wait a second. Oh my God, bro. Wow, where's her Instagram? Let's find the Instagram. Sasha Banks Instagram. Okay. What? No Instagram? What ethnicity is her? What ethnicity is Sasha Banks? California, ethnicity mixed. African American on her mother's side and German on her father's side. Wow. I tell you, but African girls have the best bodies. And German girls, I got a thing for German girls. Wow. All right, let me see if I can find Vivian. Vivian Varnado. It doesn't look like anyone. Maybe Twitter? How many kids Sasha Banks got? No kids. Vivian Varnado on Facebook. Sasha Banks Instagram. Alright, fuck it. How much is she worth? 5 mil. Not bad. Where were we? Ric Flair. God bless you. I got nothing to say about that. Except the weed. Ric Flair selling weed. That's a good move, bro. That's neuroprotective. Protects your brain. I actually was talking to somebody today. He said right now is the best time to get into the weed market. So apparently all I need is $200. I can get with $200 I can get a card, a prescription card, and then I can, with a prescription card, I can get the best weed. Supposedly what he said, and he knows because he's a connoisseur and he's in not the business, but he's in a business which is very closely related. Matter of fact, he's going into the weed business, not in sales, but in testing. He owns a testing facility, and he's going to be testing the weed for mold and other toxic chemicals. He said the weed that people are buying, the weed that people are buying in the street is not good, and the weed that is in the dispensaries now is the best it's ever been. He said the weed right now is the best weed ever produced in the dispensaries. $400 loan to us. He told me 200, man. Maybe he's got a deal or something. But if I can get this weed, and it's $45 an eighth apparently, it has a special certification, and then I can put that in my food, and then my food will have a special certification, and that will put me in a tier beyond all these like gummies and stuff like that. You know, because I'm really working with top shelf food, so I really should use top shelf weed. Make sense? All right. Let me just show you where I'm at. I'm gonna try to do the news quickly so that I can get back to sewing. I'm not gonna be able to sew and do the news at the same time. So basically, I got this sleeve here, which is almost it's not even a quarter of the way done. I'm not gonna sew it all the way around. I'm gonna sew it on certain spots because that allows it to kind of like, if you could see, pull. I don't have to worry about doing this with my arm and then it ripping because I'm sewing it by hand. It's not like a machine that, you know, it would be like super super tight or whatever, super strong. It's gonna be, you know, hand sewn, so it is what it is. But anyway, if I sew it a certain way, it will it will be able to kind of open a little bit. We'll have like these pressure spots. Now underneath, here's the seam of this sleeve, and then onto here I'm gonna attach these straps, which is just like, you know, it's just like a strap, but it's green, and it's gonna hopefully look like feathers coming down. And the other thing I have to do, which I probably should do now because I don't know how long it's gonna take to dry, I gotta get some tape is what I gotta do. And basically I'm gonna fold this hat. This is the hat for the high school. I'm gonna fold this hat really sharp like a beak. Alright, and then I'm gonna tape over here so I don't get any spray paint on it. And then I'm gonna spray paint. This is bronze, so I'm trying to make this look like a beak. And then I'm gonna have a balaclava on underneath, and then so this will kind of look like a bird's head. Hopefully, that's the plan. Is this navy? It's supposed to be black. Freaking thing looks navy. Oh well. Sir Doyle, with my insurance, I'm getting my prescription for free. That's cool, man. Maybe I'll be able to get my prescription for free because I'm on Medicaid. So let's see, I got 1, 2, I'll go 3, 4, 5. 5 pressure points. All right, back to the news. I'm gonna do it quick tonight, guys, and get back to my work here. He told me $200 for the script and $45 an eighth. The weed's not free, that's right. Sir Doyle, you're not getting a prescription for weed, though. You're getting a prescription for CBDs. And you don't even need a prescription for CBDs, bro. You can get CBD without a prescription. Anyway, Balenciaga ends relationship with Kanye. Nobody likes Kanye anymore because he came out as a conservative. He had just had one of his most important relationships in the fashion world end. Balenciaga has reportedly cut ties. According to the Women's Wear Daily, Kering, the French fashion house parent company of Balenciaga, has released a statement. Balenciaga has no longer any relationship nor any plans for future projects related to this artist. You know what it is? It's just like the massive push in the media and politics for the you-know-what in your arm. All these scumbag motherfuckers, pieces of shit, Illuminati, demons, they should all be rotting in hell. And they all have an agenda to bring the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is the digital ID that's going to be connected to your status with this thing. The digital ID, you have to get a new one every year. You have to get a new one every year. And that's your digital ID. And that's the mark of the beast. And all of these Illuminati trash in politics. And I know, Londos, you're a Freemason. That's one of the feeder organizations to the high levels where you take an oath, and it's a death oath. If you go against the Brotherhood, you have already given them permission to take your life. Once you're in for life. And I know you've done rituals where you've confirmed that. You can't go against the Brotherhood. And that's how they use the Freemasons, which is a benevolent organization full of nice guys that want to become better and help people. But because they've taken that oath, now they can't go against what the Illuminati wants. And that's a digital ID connected to your status. So that's how they get all these politicians to go along with the plan to bring in the mark of the beast. And all of these fashion companies like Balenciaga, they're all, the only way that they actually become a world-renowned, famous, wealthy company is by going through organizations like the Freemasons. I know this. If you don't join, you ain't going nowhere. And that may be something I have to come to terms with in my life. If you don't join, if you don't take the oath, you're not going to get, they're not going to make it rain for you. They only make it rain for the people who take the oath. And that oath is, you follow orders, we make it rain for you. If you ever go against us, you gave us permission already. It's called selling your soul. You can't sell your soul. And the reason is there's not a soul that you have to sell. The word soul, S-O-L, means one. There is one God. It connects all of us. You don't have an individual soul that when you die, your soul is going out there in heaven and roaming around. No, when you die, your energy joins back into the universe. The energy that animates you, it goes back into the universe. And it's slow. As people age, their energy is low. They put their energy into their legacy. And they live on in their actions, in the things that they build in this world, the legacy that they leave. But when you take a blood oath and you sell your soul, theoretically, or what you think is you're selling your soul, what you're actually doing is selling your life. If you take an oath to sell your soul in exchange for worldly riches and success, you have given someone permission to kill you if you go against your programming, if you go against the program. For example, trying to think of a recent one. Who died recently that went against the programming? Let's see. Let's see if anybody has any input. Yes, it is weed too. There's a co-payment at the dispensary. Okay, cool. Co-payment for an ounce can be as little as $30, and CBD is even cheaper. Wow. No, I didn't mail the stuff out yet, Londos. I'll do that. My bad. So, when Kanye is going against his programming, there's two ways to look at this. If he's really gone against his program, that could be a reason why, because Balenciaga, they're woke. Homosexuality is in the fashion industry a higher percentage than in normal society. So, along with homosexuality, you have the whole alphabet movement, LBGT, Q, and there's also M, minor attracted persons. So there's lesbian, gay, trans, lesbian, bisexual, gay, trans, queer, I think, which I think is like flamboyantly gay. So you have your manly gay or butch. You also have your queer, which is like, I would say, a guy that's not dressing like a woman, but maybe he's metro also. I'm not really sure. I'm not saying any of this is bad or good. I'm just reporting. So Kanye being conservative now, they put themselves in opposition to anything conservative because most of the time people who are conservative are anti-LGBTQ and M. M meaning minor attracted persons. They used to call them pedos or pedophiles, and that's not PC anymore. They're trying to make it a sexual preference and not a disorder. I think it's a disorder, and I'll tell you why. I believe sex is a biological drive to procreate. I believe people want to have sex with each other because it's their bodies trying to procreate the species. And so I'm not opposed to Men kissing each other, you know. I'm against ejaculation, though. I think that's a waste. It's bad for your health. I'm telling you from experience, if I ever ejaculate, it's game over for me for days. I think people use their bodies like drugs, like drug factories. You know, they're having a wank to get that feeling, and they get addicted to it. And I'm against all drugs, and I'm against things that are detrimental to human health. So I'm not really into anal sex either because of the bacteria that gets on your skin down there. It's not good. If you get bacteria inside your dick hole, you're gonna get an infection. So I don't think anal sex is really a good idea. I think most people who have sexual, you know, I don't want to say deviant. I want to say like non-binary sexual preferences. Is that the right term? Non-binary sexual preferences. I believe that it's not a biological drive. It's more an emotional drive from experiences they had in their past. Whether they grew up without a father and were raised by their mother, whether they were molested by a male or female relative, or somebody, doesn't even have to be a relative. I think what you find is that most people with non-binary sexual preferences have had some type of sexual trauma or emotional trauma that turned them off to one of the other genders or sexes. Oh, I hope I don't get canceled for this. In the fashion movement, in the fashion industry, these things are more common, I believe, and so it's like a self-perpetuating sub-segment of society. Just like people who are raised in satanic families are trained from an early age to participate in the rituals. Kanye is coming out with, he's coming out with opinions which are conservative. For example, being pro-life. He says most all abortions are killing black babies. That's true. He says more people are killed with abortion than are born. That's true. There's a higher rate of abortion than birth in the black community. How's that? Did you know the creator of the abortion procedure was a white supremacist, Margaret Sanger? She wrote, and this is easy to find, that she wanted the black people to kill their babies so there wouldn't be as many black people. She thought the black people had too many babies and she wanted them to kill their babies. Look that up. So I'm not going to name any races, but I think there is a race that is kind of like sneakily trying to manipulate the other race is the wrong term. Ethnicity. There is an ethnicity, a section of human ethnicity that is prejudiced against the other ethnicities and is very sneaky in trying to genocide everybody else, or at least keep the rest of the people in a subservient role. I'm not going to say anything else because I'll probably get canceled. But Kanye, I became a fan. I don't know if he's fully woke, if he's fully conservative. This could be a false flag. He could be controlled opposition, playing his part just like Alex Jones. Maybe. But I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for, the good guys. I don't believe any one race should be considered like God's chosen people. And what about the rest of the ethnicities? Any race or religion that thinks they're better than everybody else, I'm not down with that. That's evil. Trump praises Kanye in the wake of anti-Semitism accusations. Former President Donald Trump had nothing but praise for Ye, during an interview on Tuesday, despite him facing actions of anti-Semitism for criticizing the Jewish media. Not only did Trump refuse to condemn West's comments, but he doubled down with effusive praise, thanking the rapper for his undying loyalty and support. He was really nice to me beyond anybody. He was great to me. It didn't matter that West's rant took aim at Trump's own son-in-law, Jared Kushner. West, who now goes by the name Ye, asserted that Kushner, a former White House advisor to Trump, only brokered the Abraham Accord peace deal between Israel and some Arab states because he hoped to benefit financially. He was really great to the MAGA movement, which was very impressive, Trump said. I've always gotten along with him. He was really high on a guy named Donald Trump. Rolling Stone reported last week that 2 anonymous sources told them Trump wanted to distance himself from Kanye because he was too crazy and needed professional help. Well, he is a little crazy. And the reason is if you could see on me, I have it not too bad because I'm very strict with my menu, but you can see a little bit there's inflammation. Now, what I'm pressing on here is not bone. These are glands. So if you'll see, like this week I'm flushing Sunday, and then this week I'm gonna be really training hard and not eating. So you're gonna see my face thin out. But here, the jowls, they call them the jowls, they're indicative of the intestines down here, right above the hip bone. The left side is the sigmoid colon, the right side is the ileocecal valve. So when somebody like Kanye has giant jowls, he has serious inflammation in the intestine. And what that does is it creates a situation where he's not getting the proper neurotransmitters for brain function. So he may be medicated. I know he got checked into a psych ward a couple of years ago. He may be still on medication. Or if he's not, he still has that underlying condition, which all symptoms of, I'm not going to say psychotic. I'm just going to say, all symptoms of what people would think as brain disorders start in the gut. So if you look at Kanye's last interview, big jowls, big inflammation in the intestine, and really bad neurotransmitter, brain of the gut function. So he does act crazy. And I think that his message should be heard. So just because someone's crazy doesn't mean you have to lock them away, or shut them away, or shut them up, or, not let their voice be heard. I think that's a great crime. That's how people are treated, in today's world by the psychiatric industry, which really is a drug industry. And it's really sick, demented, and evil. The drug industry, the medical industry, unnecessary surgeries, toxic drugs, experimental medical procedures, if you know what I mean. And at the top of the pyramid, you got the technocrats, you got the druggists, you have the Black Pope, and it's a satanic cult that thrives on blood spilled, and Dana White's part of it because he is profiting on people killing each other like they're going to do tomorrow in Abu Dhabi for oil money and slap fighting. It really is the darkest days of human history. We're living in the darkest days of human history. You know why? Because it's always darkest before the dawn. And it may not seem like that. You know, people talk about how good life is. On a daily basis, we're being bombarded with toxic electricity, toxic chemicals in the atmosphere, toxic chemicals in the food, poison injections that people are trying to sell to us. I don't think our existence is any less dangerous than coming out of a cave to fight a dinosaur. And as a matter of fact, it might be even more dangerous today because it's insidious. You don't realize that the doctor you went to see to help you is actually going to kill you quicker. You don't realize that the market where you're going to get nutrition is actually a place that's selling poison. You don't realize that all this technology, electric, pollution, is frying you at a low rate. It's like living in a microwave. Nobody gets out alive. You know what? Sometimes I wish I was living in the jungle, in nature. At least I would have more faith in nature's divine method. You could say that even the Satanists are part of nature, I guess, right? Even the Satanists that drink baby blood and wanna everybody. They wanna everybody. They want to give you the mark of the beast. Maybe they're part of nature, huh? I don't think so. I think they're abomination. Well, I still have faith in God. I still have faith in destiny. And what can you do when you come up against an army? You know what I do? Go down swinging. I'm still going to do what I came here to do. What I believe is my mission from God. And that is get rich and famous with Master Lukey's League of Champions and Master Lukey brand health food. And I hope that I make it to see the golden age that is the dawning. The dawning of a wholly new age. Maybe the queen dying is a sign of the times. Of the evil waning. Former UK Prime Minister, here's another piece of shit. Boris Johnson leads as he looks to retake top job. UK Conservative Party faces renewed crisis with resignation of Liz Truss. I haven't been following this. Liz Truss resigned. Did I read this story and I just wasn't paying attention? She resigned after less than 2 months in office. Ha ha. That's what you get. Ha 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 ha. Good. Good riddance. Don't ever try and do that again. Don't ever try to put somebody like this again in a position of power. You know what I'm talking about. If you know how I feel about certain types of people, guys, you know what I'm talking about. Don't ever let somebody like this in a position of power. Big mistake. Despite leaving office amid a series of scandals like Partygate and the mass resignation of several top officials, Johnson's believed to be one of the top contenders among conservative lawmakers. He's expected to face off with his former finance minister, Rishi Sunak. Who's this guy or girl? Oh man, Rishi Sunak's gonna win, bro. Just by looking at him. Just by looking at him. He's young. He's slick. He looks Jewish. Conservative Party? Let me see. Early life. Born in Southampton to African Hindu parents of Indian descent. Oh well. I don't give a fuck. I'm done, guys. I'm done with the news. I'm gonna do one more thing on camera. Fuck Boris Johnson. And Rishi Sunak, that other woman. And I like English people, but I don't like any politicians, so sorry. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do.
Fuck!
Okay. Alright. Turn that off. 10:24. Shit. Oh, there's a piece of Dino Tracks on the floor. I'm gonna eat that. Cosmic Guru. The only thing you should sell are items. I like it. I'm gonna be selling Dino Tracks and Dino Pies. Regular version and weed version. These are Dino Tracks. Let me just get all of them. I got 4 sheets here. So I'm gonna try to cut these so that I can ship them to Andrea Cox, my friend on Facebook, and famous like detox. They call her a detox specialist. She's in Arizona now, but she was based in LA, so she's got a lot of celebrity clientele. People with money. I'm getting my sharpest knife. Okay. So, The first thing I gotta do is just cut off the bent part on the sides, right? I'm doing this carefully because it's very crispy. I don't want it to crack. It's already cracking, but I won't give up. So basically I'm trying to get a flat surface. Okay. Taking off all these edges. Now I'm fasting tomorrow, so I'm not gonna eat these, but I'll give them to my girlfriend as a snack. Ooh. I tell you, the ones that I had today, which I made yesterday with the quinoa, is buckwheat and quinoa, they were pretty good. I might have to play around with this recipe a little more, put a little quinoa in it because, I don't know, man, it was good. I do want to keep the recipe simple, but, you know, if it's an improvement, you gotta go with it. You know what? I got a bag right here. Okay. Shit. Alright. Alright. So, alright. Got some hot water steeping. Hot water boiling. Boom. Okay. All right, so I have different ideas for these tracks. One of them is a business card. So I'm a little bit crazy where, like, I think everything happens for a reason. And, you know, it's like, there's no such thing as coincidences. So, I got these bags for Dino Scales, which is basically these activated pumpkin seeds. That was my first commercial recipe. And through the years, I've been changing things, and I got to these Dino tracks. So I'm like, oh, why don't I just put them in this bag? Because everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why I got this bag. You know? So if I do that, we got 3 inches by 5 inches, basically. But it's got to be less than that. So it would be 2.5 inches by 4 inches. 2.5 inches by 4 inches. That would just barely fit. So we're going to cut it down even further. We're going to go 2 inches by 3.5 inches. So let's see, this is 10 inches by less than 10 inches. So if I do 3.5, I won't be able to get 3 here. If I do 3.5, I won't be able to get 3 here. So either way, it's going to be 5 here. So every 2 inches here. Okay, and then we're going to go 3.5 inches. So I'll go from this side here. 1, 2, 3.5. That's right here. Right here. Okay. Now, let's see if I can make this not fall apart. I'm trying a little hard to make this right because it's going to somebody. I wouldn't be so, I wouldn't care so much about the size and all that, but since I'm sending it to Andrea, who's a potential business contact, client, partner, or whatever it may turn out to be. I'm trying to impress her. She already liked the flavor. I played the audio last night. If you guys didn't hear it, she basically said, "Oh my God, I need more. How do I get more?" So this is the second free batch I'm sending her. And the reason why I'm sending it free is because it's not a finished product. It's still in the prototype stage. So she's basically testing for me. And I'll say that in the letter when I send it to you. I'll say, thanks for being my tester. I know that somebody like you is like my target market or something. I don't know. So what was it, 2 by 3.5? All right, here we go. I'll say, let's see. Thank you so much for being my tester, Andrea. I know that somebody like you it's like filtering my product through gold. I don't know. That's kind of corny. Doesn't even make sense, but I'll think of something. I'll write it down. I'll make a couple of rough drafts like I did with the last one. The last one, what I said was, you're so amazing. If we ever meet, I'll try not to explode. LOL. It was a sexual innuendo. Sheesh, a lot of spare segments coming up. Now 3.5. 3.5. 1. 2. 'All right. This one looks like it's gonna shatter into a billion pieces. Fuck. I'm gonna have to start measuring when I spread. Like 3 cups, 4 cups, whatever. Sheesh. If I was eating tomorrow, I would have a lot of Dino Tracks. That's all I had today. Dino Tracks for dinner. I'm not eating tomorrow. Sunday I'm flushing, and then I'm gonna see how long I could go without eating. I guess flushing somehow is like a trigger for me to fast, because it empties me out so much. that I'm just like, just keep going, you know. I guess it's harder for me to start fasting from an eating window, if that makes sense. Because, like, to do the flush, I have to basically fast anyway. At least, especially on the day of the flush. Because I do the enema. All right. So, what did I send her? Last time I sent her 22 tracks. Let's see what we get out of this one. Alright. Cut this all the way. There's got to be an easier way, right? Alright. 3.5. This one, close enough. When something is homemade, you get a little bit of imperfections. It's okay. People like that because it makes it seem more genuine. I think. What do you think? I mean, what choice do I have? I can't really get it to be much more perfect than that. I'm learning how to cut this though so it doesn't crack. All right, let's see how many we got for Andrea. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. It's a Patriots dozen, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Wow. I'm going to send her 33. That's a lucky number, right? 33 lucky number. Did I mail the stuff? No, I didn't mail the stuff, bro. I still got it. The good news is I haven't dipped into it. All your stuff is ready to be shipped. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get it done tomorrow, though. Because I got to babysit in the morning, and then I got to go right to my son's football game. Sorry. That was a fart. I like to move and move it. I like the honey tea. Oh yeah. Okay, now to store this one I just got a Ziploc. Boom, done. Now that one, I'm going to, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these pumpkin seeds in a jar. These pumpkin seeds in this jar. Okay. Okay, got another jar. The rest of these. Now, I can put these in here. I have to stack them this way. Alright, boom. And it even clicks. Oh yeah. Look at that, don't have to be refrigerated. That's a good deal. Okay, FYI, Nando's. Here's your, here's 50. It didn't seal very evenly. I mean, it's all sealed, airtight, but it's kind of crooked. Like they didn't, whatever. 50, 100, 150. Another 150. This is pure weed oil, coconut and weed. These are Dino Tracks with weed in it. Alright. So if anybody asks, that's where their order is. Ready to ship. Anybody else wants weed cookies or Dino Tracks or anything healthy, I will custom order for you. And if you have any other questions about health, I'll help you too. Alright, that's going to be it for tonight. I got to really sew this thing. It's probably going to take me 2 hours or 3 if I do the feathers too. That won't be fun for you to watch. So anyway, have a good night, and I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow because I got the football game and then my girlfriend's coming over. So Sunday. Sunday I'm going to flush, so it'll be probably a long stream. What are you saying no to? You want me to stream tomorrow, Cosmic? I might be able to squeeze in one. Is that what you're saying no to? Are you joking? Are you trolling me, or you actually want me to stream tomorrow? Tell me. The oil goes to a different place. The cookies... Oh, alright. Yeah, I'll pop on. Because I know I'm gonna get news in my inbox. The government sends me news to talk about every day. So there will definitely be text messages at 6 a.m. telling me what to talk about on stream, and I will do my best to get something up, at least if it's for a half hour or an hour. All right? And that's because you said so. Londos, I know you don't want me to say that weed stuff was for you. So what I will say is that I have a P.O. box where the cookies are going to, and the oil, I'm going to have to look for the address. But if you know somebody who knows the address, feel free to text it to me. Or message it to me. I'm actually going to miss the UFC tomorrow because my friend's, my son's football game's at 2 p.m. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you have a great night. See you mañana. Master Luki, over and out.